And the first story is about how something bizarre happened in the deep waters, right? So this headline is about how there was a race to trace passengers who left Hantavirus cruise ship at an island. Yeah, so the race is ongoing. So this story, like I told you, Iga, it's one for the books, bro. Like I've never heard of anything like this, manze. But it's very real. Now, health authorities apparently are now scrambling to trace passengers from the MV Hondias cruise ship after a Hantavirus outbreak linked to the vessel left at least 3 people dead and several others hospitalized. Yeah, so this ship apparently had been sailing from Argentina. Yeah, hold on, there you go. So it was sailing from Argentina and through the South Atlantic before stopping at the remote island of St. Helena, where dozens of passengers from multiple countries disembarked. Yeah, so what exactly, you might be wondering, what exactly, Kev, is this story for Hantavirus, by the way? We'll just clarify. I'm glad you asked. Okay, so now Hantavirus is a rare but potentially dead virus usually spread through contact with infected rodents. Mapanya manze. Yeah, especially through their urine, droppings, ama saliva. People get infected by breathing in contaminated particles in enclosed spaces. Symptoms often start like a bird flu, fever, fatigue, muscle aches, and headaches. But in several cases, several severe cases, it can actually quickly attack the lungs and breathing system. So far, turns out there's been like 8 cases linked to the cruise. Yeah. And then 3 have been confirmed and 5 suspected have been identified. Yeah, so a 69-year-old Dutch woman later died in South Africa after leaving the ship, while passengers from other countries, including the US, Singapore, Germany, and Britain, are now being monitored or tested. And the cruise is expected to dock soon in the Canary Islands as investigations continue. So basically, what you get, bro, kwanza bana, generally, there's a guy who recorded a video while inside the ship. You get, this guy was so scared, bana, bro. The guy was... You can tell, Lenny, this guy thought he was just gonna die, bro. You know, he was crying, he was sweaty, and you know he's a white guy, but his face is all red. And gonna say, oh, you know, guys, do not, please, I'm begging the world, do not ignore us over here. I'm just like you, I'm as human as you. I cannot wait to go back home to my family. Guys, please help us. So, like I told you, kuna wase wali toka tu hapo hivyo kwa hiyo ship with the boat and then they just potead. And so now they're trying to trace them. That's why I told you this thing is like a movie, maze. So this just reminds you, kwanza for folks who like to travel out here, yeah, global travel has changed this story for disease completely. Because you see, whatever happened was kulikuwa na mapanya kwa hiyo cruise ship. And then, apparently they had disease on them. And then the air got contaminated and people started getting sick, you know. So it's interesting because one cruise ship leaves Argentina, stops on a tiny island in the middle of nowhere, and then within days, health agencies across Africa, Europe, Asia, and America are all coordinating, talking about how that whole ship is infected. Yeah, so let me tell you what's so crazy for me. Yeah. It's not even the disease per se. It's the fact that it's a rare virus. What do call gonjo when they travel? Big deal. But this is the rare virus. And you know what it reminds you of? And me? Exactly. This is how COVID started, bana, bro.